New at 10 tonight, the manhunt continues for a person of interest in connection with a double homicide out of East Oklahoma. Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation says Jeffrey Baker is believed to be either in Pushmataha or LaFleur counties. 5 News reporter Laura Castleman has more.
Last night, the sheriff's office received a request for welfare checks. Nobody had heard from them for a while, so when a deputy arrived, they noticed something was wrong, made entry in the residence, and realized both individuals were deceased in the house.
Deputies were called to this home off State Highway 43 in Clayton, where they found an elderly man and woman dead. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation has not released the names of the victims, but the family I spoke to say the man and woman killed are 71-year-old Fred and 70-year-old Barbara Baker.
Once we determined it was the cause of death appeared to be a homicide, we request the OSBI to come in and help with the investigation.
OSBI says the victim's son, 35-year-old Jeffrey Scott Baker, is a person of interest in the case.
Because we believe he's still in the area. So we've requested the U.S. Marshal Service to come in to help us with our fugitive task force, and we're in the process of doing that right now to have them come in and hunt him down with us.
Authorities say he may be driving the couple's gray Dodge Caravan with Oklahoma tags MPU 474 and should be considered armed and dangerous.
We do know that he took several firearms from the residence, and we believe he's highly armed.
Anyone who knows where Baker may be is asked to call the OSBI. Family says if their brother is out there listening to this story, they still love you and are worried about you, and to please turn yourself in. Laura Castleman, 5 News.
New tonight, North Little Rock Police Department investigating a shooting that took place at tonight's football game at North Little Rock High School. Police say a man shot outside the stadium on the visitor side. That game canceled. They say the investigation is ongoing. We'll, of course, keep you updated on our website about this at 5newsonline.com. Oklahoma Bureau of Investigation also looking into the death of an inmate at the Sequoyah County Jail. Sheriff's office says in a Facebook post, a 43-year-old woman was found unresponsive early this morning. Post says she had been in custody for about 3 weeks and there were no apparent signs of injury or trauma. Investigators are not releasing the woman's name until her family is notified. A federal court once again stopping the 10 Commandments from being displayed in some Arkansas classrooms. Another school district was added to an injunction today. Conway Public Schools added after already placing 10 Commandment posters in classrooms. This preliminary injunction is more than just a temporary pause. It includes a judge's decision that these displays more than likely violate the Constitution rights of students and families. Sam Grover with the Freedom of Religion Foundation believes all schools in the state should follow in suit.
There are so many constitutional issues with this 10 Commandments law. It violates the Establishment Clause, which dictates that our government needs to be separate from religion. No judge thinks that these 10 Commandments displays are constitutional, and so no school district in Arkansas should be putting them up.
Grover says these legal battles can drag out for a very long time, making these injunctions even more important. The jury trial of a former Northwest Arkansas psychiatrist has now been canceled. The state is now seeking a fitness to proceed exam for Brian Hyatt. Hyatt, of course, facing 2 counts of Medicaid fraud. He was formerly the head of the Arkansas Medical Board. This is the 3rd time a jury trial has been postponed. His latest date was previously scheduled for next month. A hearing, though, now set in December, but a new trial date has not been scheduled. Over the summer, an Arkansas judge ordered Hyatt be involuntarily committed to a treatment center for mental health issues. He also faces more than 200 misconduct lawsuits related to his time as a doctor. In a year where instances of political violence have rocked our nation, politicians here in Arkansas thinking about how we move forward. Today, Arkansas state lawmakers expressed how they're feeling after the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Tippy McCall.
To know that someone can show up at your door, or show up anywhere basically, and cause you harm is something that's scary.
If something that I say in a committee room or on the House floor and somebody doesn't like it, you could be a target.
Arkansans are no stranger to political violence. Last month marked 17 years since chairman of the state's Democratic Party, Bill Gwatney, was shot and killed by a gunman he had never met in his Little Rock office. Arkansans remembering the late Senator Gary Stubblefield, a public visitation today in his hometown of Charleston. For Gary O'Neill, Stubblefield wasn't just a senator, he was a neighbor and a friend he had known his entire life. He says the late senator was someone who always treated people with equality and care.
He was always fair to everybody. He didn't show any prejudice to me or anybody else that he knew close. You know, he treated everybody the same. If you called him, he would do what he could to help you, and that's the kind of guy he was.
Funeral service will be held at the Charleston High School Gymnasium tomorrow morning at 11. We'll be streaming that live tomorrow on 5 News Plus. Well, get your costumes ready. Arkansas ComicCon back this weekend, bringing big names and a celebration of all things pop culture right here in the Natural State. That starts up again tomorrow at the State House Convention Center in Little Rock and wraps up on Sunday. Voice acting legend Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob, will be there, along with wrestling icons Sting and Mickey Foley. If you want to be part of the action, tickets and full event info available now on the Arkansas Comic-Con's website.